Alright, part 2 of this video. Mrs. CW is all bent out of shape because of the hours that Pisser put into the Suburban. And then she says, well, when are we going to bring him the rest of the vehicles? I said, he might not work for you anymore if you don't pay him for his time. The man put in a huge amount of effort, got it done, get her done. He put aside all his other work. I want to bring him this thing maybe. Need some TLC. We'll forget about this one for a second. And this is the one that's got to go next. This is Mrs. CW's Corvair. She made me give it to her. There was a little scrape in the door. You see the Bondo here. See the Bondo at the back. There was a little scrape along here. Just a shallow scrape. There's no rot on this car whatsoever. It's got a beautifully rebuilt 164, 110 horsepower, 164 cubes, 2.7 or 2.6 liters. It's got a brand new top that was in the box for years. Should have put a white top on it. Mrs. CW is not happy. So this was a white car. It was all original paint, except I'll show you in a minute. And just little dents and dings here and there. No rot. It rot at the bottom of the door in the front. This one had no rot. Just had a little scrape in the door that was massaged out. I'm not sure how the body guy did it. Maybe he just filled it with Bondo. And the interior needs to be changed from red to blue. Got to sand the door tops all the way around. There's a panel goes here, obviously. And the dash, we'll get a new dash pad. And you have to paint this trim, which was removable. And you paint this radio pad and this area here above the dash. So just a little bit here and there. And this is all rusty. Needs a good sanding because this car came from California. And the guy said the top hadn't been up in 30 years or whatever it was. No rust. I like those factory seams. I like to preserve that when possible. This car has, would you believe, I think it has 75,000 miles. 78,000 miles. It's probably original miles. Could be 178. I won't guarantee it. All the chrome has been removed. There's no damage to the front pan, just a little ding there. Factory spot welds. Factory brazing, they all have that. I like to preserve the factory braze. Where these used to rust is the eyebrows here, because there's no inner fenders on these cars. And the mud would pile up inside here, but there's nothing. Solid as a rock. The only significant damage on this car, aside from those few little dents and dings and ripples, is this right front panel. There needs to be a light here. Let's see if this light works. Aha! Not going to help much, just make some shadows. Anyhow, this corner was hit and somebody massaged it out and destroyed the steel. So this has to be cut. Bumper is right there. This has to be cut around here. Zing down to there. And this corner changed. But it's not a structural part of the car. There's no inner fender. And I do have a totally rust-free one to replace that with that I took off my parts car that's in the big barn. A blue 64 that donated the motor to that Spider. It was a good parts car. What else? A little bit of denting and dinging that's been pulled out. The body guy just... it's temperamental. I don't know what to say. I was going to say one more thing about this. Windshield's in good shape. There's an old California sticker. This is a black plate California car. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. The bottom of the trunk is rusty. That has to be repaired. I have a new trunk bottom. There's some rust underneath. Sandblast it off. No rot. Alright, Mrs. CW is losing her temper. I'll tell you about this Spider later. Twisted corner, Bondo, a little bit of rust. I'm just going to crank up the Suburban. You going to crank this baby up? I'm trying to get you in Pisser's good graces. Here, look what the cat dragged in. Here's your cheese.
I'm not going to take that.
Found it in the dumpster. It's for you. Happy Mother's Day.